I'm Rick Johanson, and this is IronEcho Design. I have to catch a flight, but I really wanted to answer this question from Lynn. Hey, love your videos. I wanted to ask if it's possible to make custom brushes in Inkscape like in Procreate. It's an excellent question. You sort of can, not exactly like Procreate, but rather than do the full live demonstration, I can at least walk you through this and explain it. These are different brushes I made just with the Bezier pen tool, and you can create artwork like this. And the way it's set up quickly is, first of all, for scale, this is the A4 template. So go to File, Document Properties, and you'll see A4 is the first one there. You can do any scale you want, but just for now, if you are gonna follow along, this is just one little line. Normally, just for this answer on how you can do it with Inkscape, go to the pencil tool. It'll start on none. So pencil tool mode is the first one. Smoothing, it should be 35, something like that. Leave it there. Shape, it'll say none. Go down all the way down to bend from clipboard. What that lets you do is, if you have an item, any item, right click on it and copy that item. Then go back to pencil, and if you drag it out, you've created your brush. And you can do pretty interesting things with that. So this was made with the Bezier pen tool. If you make it more compound, let's say you have it out here, pushing spacebar will let you create lots of different copies of it. That's how I made this. But before you can actually do the application with the pencil tool, select everything you just created, go up to Path, Union. It made it one thing. So you have this part right here, right click, copy, go back to pencil, and now you can draw your custom paintbrush. Pause. Rick from the Edit Bay. The number one thing I wanted to share with you when I set up this tutorial before I ran out of time was the direction matters. What you draw with the pencil will always be based on left to right. So this front part will be the beginning and all these streaks will be the end. Like that. If I'm going this direction or if I go the other direction, the streaks will be at the end. If you create a brush vertically, copy, and try to draw, it's not going to do what you want it to do. It just makes a huge fat one. All right, I'll see you. If you go to Edit Paths by Node over here, you'll see a little tiny diamond that lets you change the width on it. And let me show you some more stuff here. Her question about Procreate. When I went and did some research, it looked like this is just more fancy stuff you can do. I'll show you the streaks if you want at the end. You can add multiple colors doing this method. So let's say you just had this normal shape right here. Again, right click, copy, and you can draw your streak. Go back to Edit Paths by Node. I shrunk it down a bit. You can also go on pencil up to 1:1. Scale should be 1.0. That keeps it honest. So let's go down to the second one. I added some streaks. Then I grouped the whole thing together. Copy that. When you're pushing copy, that's just putting it onto the clipboard. And then I'll go back to pencil and you'll see the streaks. And when I did the Procreate research for her question, it did look like there's ways you can just really draw complicated brush strokes. This is doable in Inkscape. And then just for curiosity, I added a third color. Copy, pencil, and does it work? It works. So pretty interesting. There's one more thing I want to show you. All of this way that Inkscape is doing it, it's actually just automatically, come on man, get in there, using a path effect. And this is the one it's using. If I have that shape we used before, I'll put that on the clipboard and I'll make a regular circle. Just have the outline, just the stroke only. Oh, this might confuse people. Over here, you can actually make the circle not completely closed. I have that set up. If you forget you have this, it'll drive you crazy. So when you're done, just go back to full. With this partial circle, I'm going to go to Path, Object to Path, and then Path, Path Effects. Down here, hit the plus, and go to, I can't find it. It always moves around. If you can't find it, just type it in, Pattern Along Path. There it is. Pattern Along Path. Over here, you'll see the pattern source. I want that link to path and clipboard. Click that, and you'll see it. It's going to forget the fill and strokes. Go back to fill and stroke and add the fill. Let's go to path, object to path. I want to reorient this, and I'll put a gradient, the radial gradient here. Take the stroke off. I'll make one side of the gradient a deep red, and we'll do the interior, this side, a yellow. I'll go to edit gradients here so I can control where it goes. Put it right there, expand. I'm out of time. You get the picture. If you want to see a specific part of this tutorial, let me know in the comments, and when I get back, I'll do the whole thing. The last part for the artwork, because I'm definitely out of time, I'll just pull up what I was actually doing to make it. And you create the different brushes you want. So one of them is this, looks like a piece of bamboo, copy. And you can create your bamboo stalks, kind of like this. I made all sorts of different leaves, experimenting. And you just create your art, and there's the sun. So sorry this is such a quick one, but the answer is you can make custom brushes, not exactly like Procreate. Let's see how this one comes out. Thanks.